Good morning, happy new year, happy 2025. It's crazy saying it out loud that it's 2025 because just like it sounds so futuristic, but when you're living in the present and as uh dystopian as it's felt, as damn near post-apocalyptic or apocalyptic, however way you want to look at it, that it's felt. It's just like this is not what the Jetsons envisioned when we were kids. But happy New Year to you. Hope that it's a good start to January so far. I know we're only, well, at the time of this recording, 8 days in. So yeah, I know it's been a while. I haven't necessarily been consistent with the STiXX editorials, but I'm back for another one. And I kind of wanted to take it back to actually one of my favorite shows that I worked on, Run the Burbs season two. That was such a great time. Shout out to Andrew Fung, the creator of it, and shout out to Anthony Q. Farrell, who was the showrunner for this season. I had so much fun on it. Great editing team, great assistant, and just the amount of ideas for each episode that came to be just allowed for such a wide variety of creative expression. And I worked on 3 episodes in that season, and each episode was a different blog. So I worked with a different director on each one. And the one that I wanted to highlight today is episode 209, which was directed by Pat Mills. And it was crazy because of the fact that when I got the script, the whole thing read as like, okay, this is gonna be in like 24. All of it's gonna be like real time. So they're shooting everything essentially in real time and you have to cut in real time. Now I haven't done that before. So even reading it, I was just like, okay, this is gonna be challenging. How are we gonna pull this off? And not only that, there are split screens that are incorporated. So on top of it being shot real time, you have all these split screens that take up the majority of the episode, and that's what really builds the rhythm and builds the theme. So I'm just like, boy, how the rascal yeah, I gotta do this one, yeah. Honestly, I was just like, how is this really about to happen? But honestly, it was really fun getting into it. And then so this was actually one of the first scenes that I cut, and the split screens came after, but I'll just play it out just to give you a sense of like, what the rhythm was. And as you can see on the timeline, since I kind of zoomed in a little bit, you can see all the split screens that are there, all of the 3D warp effect, resize effects, and everything else like that that I did to incorporate all these different boxes, right? So
Sam, please tell me you're outside. I will be there soon, just a few minutes away. Okay, well, I am freaking out. The Wi-Fi isn't working. What? No. Now?
2 seconds. Give it 2 seconds.
Yes. He said that 10 seconds ago.
There.
We are back in business. Get here. Yes, I'm coming. I'm coming.
No, please. The cloud blocked us in.
What's happening? You guys?
So yeah, there was a lot. Oh shit. So yeah, there was a lot going on. Um, Essentially, if you've ever watched 24 with Kiefer Sutherland, you know that there's a running timer, that you know that there's split screens, boxes all over the place. I actually watched a couple of episodes before I actually got into the cut to really understand the lay of the land and like finding the rhythm, and it's just like you have to direct it a certain way where obviously people are reading off lines of other characters so that you can hold the moment so that I have enough time in order to make everything work. And so that is the skill within itself in trying to place that and make it all good. Now mind you, this is just from the picture log. This is not sweetened up. This doesn't have the final audio and everything else like that, or effects or color. You can watch on CBC Gem, and I believe that they're also on, is it the CW or Hulu in the States? But either way, they have international distribution, which is great for Canadian television. So I'm happy for them. And it's sad that it ended after 4 seasons, but it's still a great show that you should definitely check out if you haven't checked it out already. This is another instance of like, just the real time conversations that are being had. So this is Camille with Andrew, and then talking about what's happening with Kia. So yeah, it was just a lot, like split screens, holding the reactions to make sure that that everybody's reacting to the same thing, because there were also different takes. And sometimes it's like, okay, well, this is all that I have to offer. So like, you kind of have three in there. I had to shift things over. And even when, just coming back to different areas, I'm like, okay, well, I'm shifting in different boxes. And it's funny because this was kind of like a callback to how I used to edit. The first music video I ever did was called This Is the Life by my boy Schoolboy. Not Schoolboy Q, but Schoolboy, call him Schoolie. So that was like 2009. And I'll show you I'll show you some of the video, but I'm just like, yeah, this is pretty much what I did uh in 2009 on Corel Video Studio. Man, where can I even find it on YouTube? I know it's still here. I'm sure I still have it somewhere. Okay, well, it's not. I can't find it on YouTube. I don't know. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. But yeah, it was pretty wild because of the fact that like, Pat Mills had to direct it in a certain way where it's just like, all right, everything had to be like really cohesive and flowy. It was definitely challenging because of the fact that, you know, I think my first pass, we were short like 10 seconds. Or no, short a minute. What am I saying? We were short by a minute. So we had to like find 1 minute worth of footage and just like, kind of extending B-roll here and there, having some VO here and there, like little things that you have to insert, but also being mindful of the fact that, oh, if you get network notes and you have to shave things down, where you're going to make up the time. So it was a big challenge. I was very proud of how it came about. And I think because of the fact that camera movement really dictated the pace of it as well. For little things like even this interaction with Sam and Camille.
So, my train was canceled. Well, I got a ride, but the roads are not, we're not even moving. Okay, well, how far are you? I'll be there before 8:30. How much before? 8:29. Sam! I know, I'm so sorry. Look, the lens is super easy to put on. I'll be there soon. Oh, great. Okay, well, I'm hanging up now. Step on it.
And go where? I can't go no place.
I know, I'm so sorry. Ring light, just roll legs and walk away. Pia, did you put my ring light back after your school thing? Yeah, don't remember. Okay, well, can you find it? Please. Quickly. Yes, thank you.
Whoa, you're going the wrong way.
Well, apparently your wife needs something.
My wife's name is Mom. Your mom. No, Mom. Just hurry. Leaving in 15. Tell your brother.
So yeah, so that was another like, just nice little scene. But you can see the different stylistically, you can see how, again, camera movement, great blocking because, one scene essentially flows into the other. So there was one scene where I'm essentially cutting like, it was like 4 scenes in one. It was really chaotic. It was after this, but, oh, it was after this as well. Oh, yeah, kind of essentially at like the climax of it, at one point, I'm just like, all right, like I just had split screens on split screens on split screens. Like Camille is on the phone with Sam, and then we're in traffic. You're trying to get all this stuff together. It's a really fun episode. It's really anxiety inducing. It's really chaotic. And I think just given the fact that you can see the chaos on the timeline here, just based on like, oh, there was a lot that's happening here. There's a lot that was happening. And, for it to be executed in the way that it was, and it's just like it's the nonverbal actions that are really important. There was just a lot of B-roll, there's a lot of character movement, and there had to be a lot in order for me to fill up the time and to keep pace with the script. And basically because that's what it dictated. So essentially everything that was on the script was just like, okay, this is what's happening here. So it was really fun. It was a really fun episode to put together. Oh, this was a challenge too because we had an Alexa, and the thing about it was that when you say like hey Google or when you say like Alexa, there is a pause, right? In order for it to, listen to what's happening and then for it to respond. And every time that you have a command, like, there's time. So we have to dictate the time and make sure that, it's accurate. But at the same time, in the confines of television, it had to be, you know, succinct and like, kind of really tightened up. So again, there's a lot of cuts. It was very cutty, but it doesn't read off as being too cutty because you understand that there is a lot of moving pieces that are going on in the episode itself. I love handheld, that like, type of Modern Family type stuff. One of my favorite shows, Succession, they shoot multicam all the time. So I love that. The Big Short, push-ins, snap zooms, everything. Like just getting like the face reactions. And I think that's what played into it being one of my favorite episodes that I've cut. And just like, yeah, again, movement, camera movement. There was great ad-libbing, there was great dialogue. This is a great cast. Their chemistry and cohesion, obviously, it's been built up over years, but it was just amazing to witness it in real time in this type of like, improv setting. It was really fun. And again, it was just really chaotic, as you can see by how they acted, but also that informed how I was gonna cut it. And even without audio, you can just see just like, okay, like there's panic, there's angst, just trying to pull all of those moments into the edit itself. And yeah, that's why I really enjoyed it. That's why it was one of my favorite episodes that I cut. I don't think I submitted it for any awards consideration. I'm not sure if I did. I should have, but it's fine. This is one of my trophies in my career. So I'm very happy about that. And yeah, this wasn't too long. I just want to kind of show appreciation for Run the Burbs. That episode itself definitely helped strengthen me as an editor, in terms of just like a different technique, um, crazy problem solving in real time, really having to troubleshoot just like, okay, how are we gonna make this work? The Patience by Pat Mills, Patience by Anthony as well. Very clear creative direction. So that made my life easier. Great assistant editing, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep everything organized. Just because there's so many scenes that flooded together. So I'm happy with that. That's like again, that's one of my proudest works. But yeah, to see the final product, go on CBC Gem, go on it's either CW, it's on Hulu, it's out there. It's out there. You search on Run the Burbs, you will find it. So yeah, but thank you for watching yet again. I think next time around I'm gonna get into one of my short films, either Diaspora or Gray Area, because those are very good ones as well. Um, I don't have the final of Village Keeper, but I do have some stuff from Village Keeper that I could probably go into as well. There's always something. There's always something. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to watch Going Dutch is on Fox. I edited 2 episodes for that. It's my first American sitcom, so I'm very happy with that. And there's more to come. I don't know what exactly will be coming, but I'm looking forward to this year and the new opportunities that will come about as I continue to just grow as an editor and grow as a creative period. And yeah, it's great. So thank you very much. Have an amazing day. That's my word, and it sticks.